Good day, everyone. So, this is your third and final speech of the semester, and that is going to be your persuasive speech. So, today I'm going to be talking about persuasive speaking. So, the ethics and persuasion are really, really important because of what persuasion does. It persuades people to do something or to change something about themselves. And the person or organization or people who are doing the persuading need to have an ethical, moral integrity because this ends up affecting people's lives. So you want to be honest, have respect for the integrity of ideas and information. You want to have responsible use of communication techniques. And then there's also the shared responsibility of listeners, being able to tell if to be a good critical listener means you need to be able to listen and be able to see, is this person telling the truth or not? Do they have my best interest at heart? Is this something I actually want to change or take action around based on whether or not this person has shown honesty? Have they shown respect for the integrity of ideas and information? Are they using responsible communication techniques? So, being a critical listener is vitally important. So, when it comes to ethical persuasion, there are some guidelines. You avoid name calling. So, you attack problems, proposals, and ideas, not people. Be open about your personal interest in the topic. Don't adapt to the point of compromising your convictions. Argue from responsible knowledge. So that is, you have done research. You have found information that supports your thoughts, your position on something. Don't try to pass off opinions or inferences as facts. Don't use inflammatory language to hide a lack of evidence. Be sure your proposal is in the best interest of your audience. Remember that words can hurt. Look out for cognitive dissonance when attitudes and behaviors are not consistent with our underlying values. Pointing out such inconsistencies can help make persuasive messages more effective by couching them as a means to restore that consistency or balance. So, what cognitive dissonance means is when someone says they believe something, but then what they do is different. So in many ways, it's like being a hypocrite. um, so, for example, if someone says they really value family and how important it is for children and parents to be together for stability of the family, right? But then that person who has these values thinks it's okay to separate children from their parents at the border. Those are two separate ideas. It's okay for some people to have stable families, it's not okay for other people. And to use separating children from parents as a punitive thing, in my opinion, is wrong. This shows cognitive dissonance, where you don't have belief systems that are consistent. So there is a process to persuasion. The first is you raise awareness about something. Make sure, don't assume that everyone understands or is aware of a problem. The next step is to create understanding. So once you've raised awareness, this is where your research really comes in, that you present information that helps people to better understand whatever the problem or the topic is. Then the next step is agreement. So, based on the understanding that you were able to give to people, the next level is in persuading them to agree with you. And you want them to agree with you based on good information, good factual information. The next thing is enactment. This is where you try to get your listeners to act on what you say, to take action. And then the last is integration. This is where people take what the you've talked about and they actually change something about their lives. They integrate it into their lives. So you need to know these three types of persuasive speeches for your topic proposal. This is going to help you prepare for your outline, which will then help you to prepare for your speech. Okay. So you choose one of these. You can focus on facts. I'm going to let you read through the points. The second thing is you can focus on emphasizing attitudes and values, but you still use facts. The third type is speeches that advocate action and policy. Okay. So, just like with the informative speech, there are designs for your persuasive speech. So, remember, you need to choose one of the types. So, either focus on facts, emphasize attitudes and values, or advocate action and policy. You need to do research. Um, making choosing the design the type is going to help you with your research. Okay, so be very clear about the type you want to use. So now we're moving into design. So once again, like the informative speech, the designs are meant to help you with whatever type of persuasive speech you choose. You can have any combination of designs that will help you to persuade your audience based on the topic that you chose and the type of persuasive speech you're going to do. So you have your problem solution design. You present a problem, then you present a solution. Then there's the motivated sequence design, which is used a lot by marketers. It's a step by step approach that moves listeners from attention to action. So, very actually similar to a persuasive argument. You arouse attention, you say that there's a need, you satisfy the need, you visualize the results, and then you do a call for action. So, a good example of this is like when you go to a movie theater and before the movie starts, sometimes they'll show an empty glass of Coke, and then it arouses your attention because they're pouring some Coke into this, and you hear the ice and everything. And then they demonstrate a need. Do you not have Coke? Oh, you need to go satisfy the need. Go out to concessions, buy your Coke before the movie starts. You get you to visualize the results. You sitting in your chair, watching a movie, drinking a Coke, and then the call for action. Okay, go out and get your Coke. The movie is getting ready to start after the next gazillion previews of upcoming movies. So that is motivated sequence design. Okay. The next is a refutative design. And this is where you take your topic and you have a position on something and you're going to be refuting the opposite position. So whatever the other side of your argument is, you're finding information that proves them wrong, okay, or proves your position more right. The next is the causation design. This is where you're looking at the cause and effects of something. If this happened, then this is the cause of this happening. Okay. Then there's the chronological design. Once again, ordering things by time. Categorical design, ordering things, your topics, your persuasive argument into different categories, the comparative design, contrasting things, two or more things, and then the sequential design, having a step by step approach to persuading others. Okay. Remember, you can use any combination of these. You can have more than one design. What you cannot have is more than one type. Okay, you have to choose one type, but you can have multiple designs depending on your topic and the type of persuasive speech you're giving. Okay, so an effective argument. So, what you guys will be doing for this speech is I want you to choose a topic of social importance, a topic that has social impact. It can be climate, it can be abortion, it can be gun rights, gun laws, it could be the rise of shootings, of school shootings, and presentation of solutions to that. You What you want to do though is you're trying to persuade people to agree with you. You're trying to get them to come to your side. This is not an informative speech. This is you trying to persuade people. And to persuade people, you need to have an effective argument. Okay? So you introduce in your introduction of your persuasive speech, you want people to accept your message. So at the very beginning, you need to tell us, today I am going to speak to you about, I'm going to talk about blah, blah, blah. And I hope that I am able to persuade you to agree with me, persuade you to take action. And then you move into the body of your speech. Okay. You need to make a proposition, and this is a given idea that clearly speaks to your persuasive thesis, that your arguments should engage the opposing views and reservations. So don't just present your particular argument, present the other side as well. You need to do research for both. Your argument should provide reasoning and support for your positions. And then you need to have a conclusion that summarizes your argument, emphasizes their importance, and then does a call to action if it's appropriate. This is what sets a persuasive speech apart from an informative speech. An informative speech, you're just giving, this is the information and that's it. What other people do with it is up to them. But with a persuasive speech, you need to make sure that you make it very clear you're wanting people to take action, to agree with your arguments. Okay? So that concludes the persuasive speech. So once again, you need to have, you're going to do your topic proposal where you present your topic proposal where you'll present your topic, the type of persuasive speech, your position for or against your topic, um, and why. Why did you choose that topic? And then once again, you will be doing a formal outline. That outline should be short, 1 page outline. If the most, it could be 2 pages because this is a 6-minute speech. So you might need to have, you will have more main points. So if it's 2 pages, that's fine, but you have to have research for this. Okay, just like for your informative speech. Um, yeah, so that concludes today's lecture. I hope you're having a wonderful week. And until next time, take good care.